Okay, so today we're going to be claying, polishing and waxing my Cayman. Had it for a year and a half now, never been done. Well overdue, just haven't had the time. I'm not going to compound it because after getting a lot of opinions, I found out that it's not old enough to be compounded. Paintwork is still quite new. Still in really good condition, to be fair, very light swell marks on the car, but it does need to be done. But as I said, compound is due to be skipped out, so as usual, video it step by step, throw in some before and after pictures, and temperature seems to be perfect along with the weather. It's not too hot, it's not too cold, and most importantly no sunlight, so I'll give you an update as we go on, and hopefully we can get this car looking brand new again. So just a quick video update. As you can guess, it actually started raining. Nevertheless, not a problem for clay bar, just keep lubricating it with Maguire's quick detailer. Just for the record, I am using the rest of the Maguire's kit, like my Audi A4 video and my other video on the Nissan Jimmy Jeep, Suzuki's Jimmy Jeep should I say. Anyway, so let's see if you can get a good shot of this. I've opened up the petrol cap, stopped being clayed in here before. If I quickly get a shot of that and just clay bar it, see the before and after on a white car, it is quite noticeable. Let me just quickly get that in there. It's not showing it well on camera. Maybe if I do a bit another area. Let's try this area here. So it is coming off, as you can see, very noticeable on a white car, but most of the car seems to be done. I know it's not a very helpful video, but like I said, the rain and lighting hasn't helped out too much, but I'll try to get a shot of the back. Still just got the spoiler and the back area of the car to go, and I'll give you an update video very soon. So just doing the lining of the boot at the moment. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff that's getting taken off by the clay bar. I mean, the video speaks for itself. Need I say more? So I'm sure it's a clay bar and a build-up of dirt, which is quite hard to clean with like a mitten or a microfiber. But well, this will be looking a lot better once it's all done. So on the 981, the rear of the car is the worst part for accumulating oxidization and all the other contaminants from driving, as well as surface dirt, brake dust, you name it, especially because it's right near that exhaust, fumes and whatnot, and as you can see, a lot of it is coming off. We're almost there. Okay, so the car has been washed, it's been clayed, time to go over it with some Maguire's ultimate polish. As I said in the previous video, I'm leaving out the compound because the car is just too new for it, and after a couple of expert opinions, turns out I don't really need it. So let's have a quick look at the car. Looks pretty clean as it is, but today the sun was really beaming down and there were a lot of swirl marks. It was really visible in direct sunlight. The temperature and the weather at the moment seems to be perfect, so I'm going to quickly go over it now and hit it with some Tech Wax 2.0 straight after the polish, once of course it's been buffed out, and I'll show you guys as soon as it's finished. Okay, so time is pressing and I've got to be really quick with this. However, I've just finished the polish all over the car. I hope you can tell the difference. Like I said, it is a lot harder because it's white. You probably notice there's a bit more of a gleam in there. Let's bring up, that's just a mark on the body. I need to get that painted out. It's definitely a lot smoother. Just needs to get buffed off, to be honest with you. So I'm going to quickly buff it off with a microfiber cloth. And oh yeah, for those of you who haven't seen, this is my mum's 991 with the aero kit, black panoramic roof. Let's quickly get a shot of that car. So this will be an up and coming video. That also needs a clay bar, so it's just it is a bit overdue. As for this, it's come out pretty well. I'm going to quickly buff it off, go over it with the tech wax, and I'll quickly give you a shot of the inside of the car. So I've done all inside the panelling, everywhere here, that's all done as well. Just show everyone the inside, since I've never done a video on this before. Unless you see my startup and rev video, so I went for the Sport Plus package and the Sport exhaust, full leather interior and bows. That was the only thing that was important to me. Okay, back to the exterior. Get one final look at it before I finish this video and continue on with the buffing and the tech wax. I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so I've just finished the tech wax 2.0. Please excuse the microfiber cloth. I'm literally just about to buff the car off. It's a shame it's got a bit late tonight, but had to just steamroller through it. So naturally you're not going to be able to see the best of the results now, so apologies for the delay in the video and the time it took, but normally I've got my friend with me to help me out and I'm by myself today, so it had to get done today because the weather, it looks like it's going to take a turn for the worse over the next few days. I'll have to get an updated video for it at some point, but what I can tell you from my own experience is that the vehicle looks much better. I've put a lot of light on there, the batteries run out in the torch, so I can't even show you that. The swirl marks are, I would say 90% of them are gone. You can't get rid of every single one. I'm doing it manually. Like I said, I'm not the best person at this, and I'm just doing it from what I've read online and other expert opinions, so I'm not going to get it as good as a perfect detailer would, but I've done a really good job on there. Paintwork has come out a lot smoother. As I said, the swirl marks are gone. You can probably see the shine in there, some angles. That bit of light that just shone there, that needs to be buffed off. But yeah, no, overall, pretty happy with it. The back needs to be buffed off. So yeah, I'm going to just finish this off, just take it for a nice drive. Hopefully someone notices. If not, I'll probably never wax it again. No, I was joking, of course I will, but yeah, it's come out pretty good. You saw in the previous clip my mum's 911, that will be the next car to be clayed and waxed. So hopefully the weather conditions will be a bit better and we'll get a bit of light, and I'll time it better next time as well. But if it doesn't actually rain tomorrow, we'll get some after pictures. I don't know if you've seen the before pictures or not, but I'll put some of those up as well. Essentially it was just a white car with swirl marks, bad rough paintwork, should I say. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Car is now much more shinier, smoother, looks better, and the paintwork is a lot smoother. My hand's literally gliding right off the surface. That is me going as hard as I can against the paintwork. Hands are clean, by the way. You can't hear anything. Okay, so hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time. So the car's got some of its shine back, showroom shine, should I call it? A bit of a tongue twister. Okay, cool. So normally at this angle I would get the swirl marks, but as you can see a lot of them are gone. I mean, here needs a little bit of buffing, so if I just quickly buff this out right here. And straight away that is looking much better. Again, I've got that painted in the door. Handle got a little clip. And now to the bonnet. So as I said, I am really sorry about the terrible lighting, but from this angle you'd see normally so many more swirl marks than there actually are. Once again, no noise. Perfect. Nice little gleam going through the car there. So if you want tips on how to do this, I would just suggest watching the Maguire's video, to be honest. That's how I learned. I watched it pretty thoroughly. I even wrote down the steps to make sure I made no mistakes. And then I even compared the instructions that came with the products to the videos that I watched again to make sure there were no mistakes made. Other than that, all you're going to need is the products, which, like I said, was the Maguire's ultimate compound, unless your car is new like mine, you may not need it. That's subject to opinion and paintwork. Ultimate polish and the Tech Wax 2.0, followed by a couple of microfiber cloths and a lot of time. In total, it spent claying and washing this car. Probably spent a total of, I would say, between 6 to 7 hours. 3 hours claying because it's a white car. You notice it so much more on the car like this, especially when you're claying, because then I had to get into every single one of the lines, as you saw earlier on in the video. So everything here has been clayed out. Got that nice boot line back. So as I said, 3 to 4 hours for the claying, and it took me about an hour for the polish, an hour for the wax, and a couple of breaks in between here and there, and the washing the car, all that sort of stuff, you know, getting the products ready and whatnot. That's the sort of stuff that takes time. The breaks in between, setting everything up. Use the 2-bucket policy. If you're not familiar with that, you can YouTube it just to make sure your car is cleaned properly. Make sure the mittens are washed in between the washes, because we've done a few cars that day. On the day of the claying, that is, we washed 2 other cars as well. The weather took a turn for the worse, which is why I didn't do the claying and the wax on the same day. Plus it was getting dark. Sorry, I meant the polish and the wax that day. But anyway, it's all finished. We've got a good idea of it. If you've got any questions, drop them below. But if you're curious as to any of the steps, just check out Meguiar's Ultimate Compound, Meguiar's Ultimate Polish and Tech Wax 2.0. Hope everyone's enjoyed. Thank you.